Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Browns are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Lions team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw for Mariota. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down and just 1. On play action, Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They give them a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that's...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, Mariota. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Instead of making him earn it on 4th, they jump and give him the 1st.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mariota. It's a gain of 5, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards. Play fake. Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A second down throw now for Kaiser. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Kaiser yet again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Come on, let's go. What? 55, flex round.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the D-line pitching together must be expecting the run. To throw is Mariota, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And oh, he coughed it up, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. He's got him in. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12. Yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play fake, Mariota. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An update now from Oakland. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 3rd down, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. Well, they're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Kaiser to throw it. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Kaiser on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Third and long here for Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. So we have reached halftime. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, heck of a move. Man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Landry. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
To the air again. Kaiser. Being chased out left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Landry, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd down, Kaiser. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mariota to throw it this time. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A first down throw for Kaiser. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio! Here we go!
On second down, Kaiser again. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go! 3-3! Ohio! Let's round!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Over the middle, complete. It's West. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns continue to roll. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now here's a carry heading left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Watch 80. Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls. Come on, go.
To throw is Kaiser. He finds Coleman. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Mariota from the gun on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight. Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea. Yeah. And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work. Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over. I know the fat lady's been singing for some time. No, not her at all. This is one of our guys. But she's singing, too. No, she's singing. She's at least... She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point. She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. Caused all of that. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Lions on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles...